everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So it's Monday, which means it's time to decorate, and this week I'm going to be using stuff from the new Planner Babe box by Cute and Sweet Designs. It's the Spots and Stripes box. So if you'd like to see how I put this one together, just keep on watching. Alright, so we're going to start the same way as normal, which is just jumping into the weeks that we need. As you can see, my squirrel and my tree are still a little bit not quite flat, but that's okay. So I'm going to start off with the box. So from here we're going to grab out the adhesive notes and we're going to grab both of the washi tapes. I'm also going to grab out the bag of tags. I love saying that, bag of tags. And we're going to start off by running the washi tape. I'm just going to use this to kind of put something heavy on the tree so it sits down. I will actually use some of the stuff from there as well, but just for now it's just to stick it down. So I'm going to grab the washi tape and run that along the edge. I love black and white spots. I love spots of all types, but black and white ones just have a really classic feel to them, which I love. And then along the top and the bottom, I'm going to run the triangle. I'm just going to have it so it runs outwards. So the triangles will be pointing towards the edge of the page. So I'm just going to unstick that from the desk and just flip it around. So I'm just having that just under the lines on there. And on the other end, other side, I'm just going to put the tree up just for a minute. And on the top, I'm just going to have it running just above where it says Monday, I think. No, I'm going to have it right at the top. Still with a little bit of a gap there, but just not quite as much as I thought I would to begin with. So I'm just going to cut off all of the excess. Alright, so now that all the tape is down, we're just going to punch the holes out as well. I just realised that's not the sticky side, so that's not going to work. Usually I just sort of stick my finger on top of the tape and it sticks, but I was doing it the wrong side, so that wasn't going to work. Okay. And I'm going to repeat the process on the other side as well. Thankfully this one doesn't have the pop-up behind it, so it's not quite as hard. So with this side, I am just putting it slightly off the edge of the paper, and it's just I don't want to cover up the numbers with the tape. Oh, actually, yes I do. I'm going to cover them up anyway, so it won't make any difference. I'm just going to peel that tape off. Ooh, it's alright. The only problem sometimes with taking tape off is that you do damage your paper. Thankfully, because it's going to be covered, it won't be the worst thing, but just be gentle. You won't notice it once the tape's on it, but just something to be wary of. So I'm just leaving that same little gap that the other one had so that they match. There we go, that's better. And then just putting the skinny one on as well. Just making sure that the same as last time, that the triangles are pointing outwards. It doesn't make that bigger of a difference. It's not going to be the be all and end all, but I think it keeps it consistent. I'm just going to grab out one of the tabs that are in here. I want to cover up the November with one of the tabs. I just want to make sure I get one that's flat. There we go. So thankfully that's just the right size. So I'm going to have that sitting right there. Please excuse Jet. He suddenly decided that he owns our house, so he's allowed to bark at everything that walks past. So I'm just going to grab some glue tape and just stick this one down. Oh, I definitely want to write November back in there, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. So just before I commit to doing it on there, I'm just going to grab this one, which is just a bit damaged. So I'm just going to test two different ways to do this. The first one's going to be using this stamp from the reject shop and then just some white ink. White ink's a little hit and miss, which is why I just want to check it, or why I want to practice first. So I'm just loading that up with as much ink as I can. I'm just going to try that one first. Actually looks kind of cool. Actually does look kind of cool. And then I'm just going to try with another font as well. So I'm just jumping into my binder. I was going to say sticker planner, but it's not my sticker planner. It's my stamp planner. I think I just want to try with this November here, if it's small enough, which it might not be. Just putting that on the block and then just inking it up. So putting as much ink on there as I can, because obviously you want the white to show up. Because I'm only practicing, it doesn't really matter that I'm going over them. Oops. I say whoops a lot. I like the first one better. So I'm going to put that one in the bin, grab that first one back. Please look as good as you did the first time. Please look as good as you did the first time. Haha! I actually really like that. I think that looks cute. If you do want to make it a little more, like if you wanted to go in and just give it a bit more white, which I might do before the end of the video depending on how that sits, you can always just go over the top of it with white pen. That'll work just as well. So then to cover up our numbers, what I'm going to do is grab, this is the sticker book that actually goes with the collection that matches these washi tapes. So I did a walkthrough of this a really long time ago, but I will link it down below. I'm just going to grab the numbers that actually come in this set. So I'm going to go with the black ones, just to balance out, I guess, how much white is in this. I love these numbers. I swear it's my favourite part of the Kaisercraft sticker books, are all these numbers. So I'm just going to grab all of them out and cover everything up. Then what I'm going to do is, using these post-it notes, I'm actually going to use these kind of like the square boxes that I've been getting in my Planners Anonymous ones. So I'm having that first one's going to sit there. I'm going to grab the one that says noted. I'm going to have that sitting over this side. I am going to stick them down properly. I'm just using them like that to begin with. And I think what I want to do, instead of having that just say remember like that, I just want to add in that tab. Just feel like it needs another tab on this side. It looks silly going down, so I'm going to go up. So I'm going to stick that down. So just putting it, just thinking, should I put it down the bottom instead? I'm going to put it down the bottom instead. Okay. And then we'll put the tab there as well. And then I'm going to jump into that sticker book. Just grab this one here that says to do in the marble. I'm just going to turn that into a flag. There is an easy way to do this when you sort of fold it up and then you only make one cut instead of two. but I always find it's harder to do, so I kind of just end up doing it this way. Especially when you've got little bits of paper, it sometimes doesn't quite work the way you want it to. It doesn't matter that it's not straight. I kind of think it gives a bit more to it. So then on the other side, we'll just stick the noted down just as it is. I'm not going to put a tab on this because it's already got a tab on this side. Just going to grab this one with the graph paper. Just have this pointing upwards like that, which just gives it that black and white contrast, which I think looks really cool. So then for our little things, as you can see, next week's rather quiet in my world, which is nice for a change. I'm going to grab this. I'm not. I feel like it's missing something just there. So before I continue, I'm just going to see if I can find a quote. I'm going to grab this sticker here that says "Make Stuff Happen." I'm going to leave it just as the square. I'm not going to do anything else with it. Kind of not put it completely not straight, but kind of, you know, if you're actually using that tape that's supposed to look like, it never looks like it's been put on straight, and I just needed it to look not straight as well. Hopefully that made sense. So I'm going to grab a sticker. Just need something to put to remind me that my mum's flying home this day. No, we're going to use that. So I'm just going to grab this flag here. Oops. Just trying to think how I want to put it. I'm going to have it as a whole, actually. I wonder. Because I really do love this one here. Like, I love the paint spatter. And kind of like the black marble look, but obviously that's really hard to write on. Hold on. Because I've got hundreds of these. Let's see how that works. So I'm just grabbing my white pen. No, I don't like it. So what I'm going to do is grab a nicer one, because I've kind of damaged the heck out of that one. Just want to cut, and it doesn't matter if it's not straight, but I'm just going to make this a little bit thinner. And also going to make it a little bit shorter. And then put some tape on it. And then grab another one of the black ones and then just stick that onto it. Go. It just needs a couple more little bits. I want to use these mountains. I think they're really pretty. Just never got around to using them. Oh, that's a lot more than I thought. Hold on. See if there's less of them. Okay. Just want to use this one in the corner here, which looks really cool with that triangle, and then the one above it too. Kind of all fits in together. I'm not going to do a flipper this week. I feel like I do them a lot, so I'm not going to do one. I'm going to grab 3 of these triangles, and I just want to put them so these are the little bullet points. So that's my little to-do list for the week, and I really like that. I think the black and the white is a really good contrast, and it really does use a lot of the really good stuff that you do get out of this box. And if you haven't seen the full walkthrough of this one, I will link it down below so you can go and check it out. But it's just, it gives you a really good basis that you can build a good planner week around. And I love that polka dot. So if you did like this one, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to be subscribed to my channel so you don't miss anything. Just remembered I've forgotten something. So the very last thing I just need to add in here, because I've just remembered it, is just grabbing this sticker here. I'm just going to cover up where it says birthdays, because Wednesday night is my live video for November. So don't forget to be here on Wednesday night at 8 PM Australian Daylight Savings Time. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I don't know how that works, but that's when my live video will be. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you are. I think you do get a notification if you're subscribed and you've got the little notification bell hit. I think you do get a notification if I go live. So if you're someone that forgets a lot, and I forget myself half the time, which is why I write it down. If you are someone that forgets a little bit, make sure that you've got that notification bell clicked so that if I do go live, or when I do go live, you get notified and you can come and hang out with me. So if you did like this one, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know how you think I could have used this any differently. I do love the marble. The marble looks cool. You can leave me a comment down below, or you can find me on any of my social medias. Make sure you're subscribed and that notification bell is clicked so that you are notified every time I upload a video. Hope you guys have an absolutely awesome week, and I will see you for my live video on Wednesday night. See you later. Bye!